y'all. Child, I got stuff all over the place. Y'all are not gonna believe this. What's going on, y'all? Hey, y'all like this music? I think I'm gonna make this my theme music for now. I got stuff all over the place. I'm here in my studio, and I am just trying to get into the technical aspects of things. Welcome to our YouTube channel. I am His Majesty, McRae. My other part 2 of the McRae Kingz, Joseph, he is asleep right now. So I'm doing this podcast by myself. Let me just turn this music down so we can get into things. Yes, let's turn this down a little bit. Hey y'all. What's going on? Welcome to our YouTube channel. I am His Majesty, McRae, and I'm just part 1 of the McRae Kingz. My husband Joseph McRae, he doesn't like being called King, but he just likes going by Joseph. He's asleep right now. It's early in the morning. And he's not a morning person. It's about 8:14 here in Rome, New York, and he's just not a morning person. So I'm doing this this recording by myself, this video by myself. For those of you that are new, please make sure that you hit the notification button so that you'll be on the notification squad. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share this video with everybody that you possibly can. You can share this video with everybody. I dedicate this show to Tyrone and famous Renty, whom are very good friends of mine. They're a married couple, and I dedicate this show to them. As a matter of fact, this is a shirt that they got me back from Paris. It's very me. It's very me. I love this shirt. This is the first time I put it on. Actually, when I get finished doing this video, I'm gonna hang it back up. Because I hadn't planned on wearing it until the summertime, until I found me a fab outfit to wear it with. You know, I just did my hair. I'm feeling fab. You guys like the hair? You like the hair? I just did my hair. For those of you that don't know, I'm completely bald. But these are dreadlocks. These are not real dreadlocks that are growing out of my head. I paid for them. But they ain't real, they mine though. Do I look good, guys? I want you to leave me a comment, let me know. Do I look good with my glasses or without my glasses? I get a lot of flack about my eyes. People tell me that my eyes are a little small. I got small little beady eyes. So don't ask me why. My eyes are not open like this all the time. But some people have, say, oh, you like you high all the time. I'm not. Although I do like smoke me a blunt every now and then. Yes. But I'm not high. I'm not high this morning. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the people that have been supporting me on my podcast. For those of you that don't know, I have a podcast called TheMKingz. It's on all podcast platforms now. It's especially on Spotify and Google Podcasts, and it'll soon be on Apple Podcasts. For those of you that want to go over there and listen to that, it's a totally different. I do something totally different over there than I do here. So go on over and have a listen. Also, while you're over there, go over there and listen to the McRae Kingz podcast as well. We have a podcast over there as well. That we're doing a 6-part series on couples. It's called Love and Marriage. It's more than just marriage, though. We're talking to gay couples. We're talking to heterosexual couples. We're talking to, all different kinds of couples that are both married and not married. And our objective is to give you an insight on what it is like to be in a marriage or be in a relationship in this day and age. For some, it's not easy. For some, it is. Like me and my husband, we try to make our marriage as easy as possible. Yes, go over to our podcast and listen to our podcast. For those of you that have been here on YouTube, watching us on YouTube, thank you so much for all of the love, the support, the comments that you gave us, especially the comments that you gave us on our last 2 videos. We did a video on Andrew Caldwell, which kind of like is catapulting us to a different level. And believe me when I say this, we've had to we had to do a second video because we had to give an explanation as to why this video is out now. I did a video some months ago talking about Andrew whenever he got locked up. That time he got locked up, I did a video about him getting locked up. I did my commentary on it, and it also went into some other things, but you'll have to watch the video yourself. But I thought that it was out there for everybody to see on our channel, but unfortunately I was wrong. It wasn't out there for everybody to see on our channel. It was like private. It was marked as private, and my husband saw that it was marked as private, and he decided to mark it as public. Just because we made the video, we just wanted to, we want people to watch all of our videos. And him doing that, we started to get some people come and watch it. And we started getting comments. And now the video is like at 1.3K, which we didn't expect. I never expected for it to be at that level, because who doesn't talk about Andrew Caldwell these days? And believe me when I say this, and let me be clear about this, because I know Andrew watches my videos. Well, if he didn't before, he watches them now. Andrew Caldwell is, to me, a buffoon. He's a character. I really don't take a lot of stuff that he says serious. Just like a lot of other people that watch social media, he can be very irritating with his arrogance and his cockiness. And that's the thing that really, really gets under my skin. Not that, I don't like arrogance. My husband is very arrogant. But, I like arrogant people. On the contrary, I'm not arrogant, but I like arrogant people because, they say arrogance is a sign of intelligence, But Andrew Caldwell's, his arrogance is phony. The one thing that I love about social media is that you have the choice to put on a facade, be a character, or you have an option to be your own authentic self. And that's one thing that I've always said that I would be once I dived into social media, or once I decided that I wanted to be a content creator. I wanted to always be my own authentic self. I wanted to show you people that I am real. This is real. This is the person that I am that you see on camera, is the person that you would see if you were to meet me in real life, And that doesn't say that I'm perfect, but, I like to be transparent. I like to share some of the things about my life. I don't share everything because everything ain't everybody's business. But, I like to be transparent, and I like to live in my truth, and I like being my authentic self. I don't like phony people. I don't like the phony stuff, And so that's why I made the video back then. And forgot about it. I never made another video about him up until Sunday, where we did a part 2 to the video, because we felt the need to do a part 2 because people were saying in the comments, oh, well, this happened last year, and why are you putting this video out now? And, so on and so forth. And so we felt the need to answer some of the comments and the questions, and we felt the need to explain why we put the video out. And that's the reason why we put the video out. with that being said, let's get into what we're going to get into. Listen, I want to talk to you guys now. I said I was going to do a segment called Monday Madness, so I'm really late on that. Well, we said we were going to do a segment called Monday Mess. And Monday Mess was kind of like a hot topics segment where we talk about, you know, all the crazy things that happened the week prior and during the weekend. So I'm going to really cover Monday Mess on Tuesday. Okay, so I want to talk about some of the things that have been going on in the blogs and, you know, in hot topics with celebrities and so on and so forth. I want to talk about that stuff. So starting off, I want to talk about Harvey Weinstein. Shout out to Lovely T, who I'm a big fan of. Lovely T, I love you. And your Lovely T, I watched your video yesterday, and you looked simply beautiful, girl. Oh my God, Lovely T, if you have not watched her show, you're missing out. And I'm going to be talking about that too. You guys are going to hear me mention some of the content creators on social media here on YouTube that I'm going to suggest that you go over and watch as well. I know my husband, he don't like for me to give other people press, but that's just who I am. He don't do that, I do. But shout out to Lovely T. She covered this, and so I'm not really going to cover a lot of it. I'm only going to say that ditto to what Lovely T said. She talked about Harvey Weinstein going to court yesterday, and he was found guilty, and he was handcuffed, and he was placed. He was placed in handcuffs, and he was taken to Rikers Island on yesterday. He was taken to the infirmary part of Rikers Island. It's my understanding. But the funny thing about it is that he came, you know, they showed these pictures of him, this video of him coming to court with this walker that he probably got from CVS with these tennis balls on it. And let me tell y'all something. I'm disabled. First of all, I'm disabled. And unlike Andrew, there's no shame in my game. I worked in this country all my life. And every single time I got a paycheck, they took out money for disability. So I am disabled. I receive a Social Security check on a monthly basis. I'm on a fixed income. So let's get that out the way. So nobody can, you know, call me on that. But I'm disabled, and I have diabetes, and I also have diabetic neuropathy. And I will tell you that neuropathy, those of you that don't know about neuropathy, a lot of people think that neuropathy is just, you know, the tingling and the pain in your feet and your hands. No, I have the neuropathy that takes over your whole body, where you have muscle spasms and the tingling and the stinging and all that stuff. And at one point in time, I was not able to walk. I was in a wheelchair, guys. I was in a wheelchair for 2 years because of the neuropathy. But I said that to say this about Harvey Weinstein and this walker that he had. Listen, I'm in agreement with Lovely T and what she said. He got that walker from CVS, and the tennis balls. Listen, those people don't use those walkers anymore. If you were to see the walkers that people use now, they're like fancy. They have like little brakes on them. They have wheels on them and the whole nine. They even have a place where you can sit. That's the kind of walker that I had when I was using a walker. So Harvey Weinstein, it's like Lovely T said, his lawyers told him to get that walker, and they wanted him to get that walker so people can feel bad for him in court about, you know, him being old and stuff like that. And their goal was to make the jury feel bad for him because he was old. Let me take this thing off of here. I don't like the way it looks. But that was the reason why he had the walker. And Lovely T, you are absolutely right. And then, you know what, another thing that was funny about the whole thing is that, let me move all this. Y'all, I'm sorry. My studio is a mess. I'm still getting it together. Oh, and that's that shirt back there. That's the shirt that Tyrone and Famous Renty got for my husband from Paris. They went to Paris on their vacation last year, and they bought us these shirts. I love y'all. Look at this shirt. I love it. I love it because it's very me. I'm very flashy. You know, I love flashy. I just love flashy. I love flashy. My husband tries to get me to calm down. You know, this little subtle, you know, small wedding ring and engagement ring that I have. My husband and I, we have like 5 wedding sets. We have 5 different sets of rings. The one that we got married with, we don't wear because it's so heavy and gaudy. Because I like gaudy jewelry. But Harvey Weinstein got, you know, he was found guilty, and rightfully so. I'm glad he was found guilty, and I'm glad that his little ass is going to jail. So he going to jail. They haven't sentenced him yet, but we're gonna see what happens. Now, the thing with him is that a lot of the women that he sexually assaulted were white women. So more than likely, he might get the max. Now, the maximum, my understanding, is 25 years to life. So he may get 25 years. I hope he gets 25 years. He deserves 25 years. My God, for all of the things that he did to these women, you know. I mean, they said he had an automatic lock on his door, and he would, you know, when actresses would come into his office, he would, you know, they would come into his office and sit down, and he would come out of his bathroom that was in his office with no pants on, and he would do things to them. He would assault them, sexually assault them, make them try to suck his little peen and things like that, just to get a part in a movie, you know. And he was a person in Hollywood for a long time. He could make or break your career. You know what I'm saying? He could make or break your career. So a lot of these women, you know, that were assaulted by him, you know, he had the authority to, like, you know, just break their careers, being, you know, make it so they would never be able to work again as an actress, or, you know, that's just who he was. So kudos. I'm glad he got arrested. Last week the other thing that was in Hot Topic was Dwayne Wade. Y'all, I gotta put my glasses on. Was Dwayne Wade, his son, you know, as you guys know, came out some time ago, and, you know, his parents, Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union, have really been in support of him and his journey through transitioning. Now, he's a kid. And, you know, he's been getting a lot of flack. I feel bad for this kid because he's a kid, you know, but, you know, he's being what he wants to be. And fortunately, he has parents that understand that love him that much. Irregardless to what their feelings are, they are in support of him. And I'm not saying that Gabrielle Union or Dwayne Wade are in, you know, are against him, you know, being who he is. But, you know, if they are, they're putting on a good show if they are against it. But he loves his son enough to support him in his journey. And there are people in the blogs that are really saying some really horrible, mean, and harsh things. Y'all, this is a kid. This is a kid. I think he's like 13 years. This is a 13-year-old kid that is being ridiculed publicly. Now, you know, as a gay man growing up, I was ridiculed, and I thought that was the worst. My childhood was the worst. It was the worst for me. You know, not only being dark-skinned, but being gay at the same time, and not being able to express that, not being able to, you know, exude that, you know. Otherwise, you know, you stood to get beat up, and and I still got beat up, you know, because I was the kid. I was that kid that had that little light voice, and I could sing. I had this little light voice, and I was very flamboyant as a kid. And my father, he hated it. My mother, she didn't like it. But my father, he really didn't care too much for me, period. He would, my father wasn't one of those men that, did things with me, like take me out to basketball games or baseball games and stuff like that. The only time I really heard from my father was when and my father was a quiet man, but the only time I really heard from him is when he wanted to express something that he did not like about me. And he would always tell me, I'm going to put a dress on you, and, I'm going to make you walk out in the streets. He would threaten me with that. He would say really mean things to me. He would tell me to stop acting like the F word all the time. And I got called that so much to the point where I was just numb to it. I didn't even care. You call me that all you want to. I was just numb to it. But, when I became of age, I made my business to never be called that name again. If anybody ever called me that name again, it was going to be trouble. That opens up the cracking with me. Among gay people, straight, I don't like that word. I don't like the F word. But this is a kid. This is a kid, guys, that is being ridiculed, and all these horrible things are being said about him, especially by this rapper. I don't even know. I don't know who he is. My husband told me who he is. His name is Boosie, Lil Boosie or something like that. And, he made this whole video where he ranted about how he was in disagreement with Dwayne Wade supporting his son in his journey, saying stuff like, don't cut the D off. And for real, brother, for real, really. I mean, he was just ignorant with the whole thing. And it's like he's always in somebody's business. He always got something to say. And that's another thing, guys, that I really want to talk to you guys about. Now, I understand what sector of YouTube that I'm in. I'm told that I'm in this ratchet sector of YouTube. And, the only thing that really sells over here, the only thing that really, people watch over here is ratchetness. And, we as black people, we got to get away from that. We got to get away from the ratchetness. Why we always got to be ratchet? We always got to be ratchet, And it's okay. It's okay to be ratchet sometimes. It's okay to be, because ratchet is funny. I'm not going to lie. I watch it too. You know what I'm saying? I watch the ratchetness too. But why do we always have to be that way? Why do we always have to turn on that button? Or why do we have to always turn that on to get recognized or to get recognition? Why do we always have to do that to ourselves? We're more than just that, But unfortunately, that's what the world sees of us. And the world sees so much of it because so many people out there that, are doing it. You know what I'm saying? Why do we always have to see? Now, there's some people that are just really good at being ratchet. I'm telling you, there's some people that's really good at it and should make a career of it, and have made a career of it. It's okay. I'm not saying anything against it. I really ain't. Because I can be ratchet at times. You know what I'm saying? I can be ratchet. Now, as nice as y'all see me on this camera, don't get it twisted. Oh, I know how to read a bitch. I can read a bitch. Honey, reading is very fundamental in my life. It's very, very fundamental, not for the mental. So, I can be ratchet too, but sometimes I choose not to. There's a time. I believe that there's a time and a place for everything. Whatever, I'm going to get up off that subject, because I always preach about we as black people putting each other down, and we really need to stop putting each other down. And, I always preach about how we as a race will never be able to evolve until we come together as a people and understand. But the reason why I brought it up at all is because we are our own worst enemies. Sometimes we as black people are our own worst enemies, in the sense of we don't have unity amongst each other. We will fight one another. We will kill one another. That's been proven time and time again. Just turn on A&E and watch the first 48. There's nothing but black men killing one another. So we'll kill one another. We'll throw each other under the bus. Just anything, you know. And I'm I try to be proactive, you know. I try to be this just light of positivity. I like optimism. I'm a very big optimist. I love being optimistic. I think that anything negative can always be turned into a positive. I think there's a solution to every issue, you know, and the solution doesn't always have to end with violence. It doesn't always have to start with violence. I believe that there's a solution to everything. And I think that is one of the reasons why I said some of the things in my second video about Andrew Caldwell, because I don't want Andrew to think that I'm his enemy or I'm out to get him. But I wanted him to understand and know that if you come for me, if you send for me, I'm going to come for you. And that's what he did. I'm not going to tell nobody not to send for me. But understand this, if you send for me, I am going to come for you. I'm not going to, you're just not going to say anything about me or do anything to me and think that there's not going to be a repercussion for that. And vice versa. I don't do anything to anyone without knowing what the consequences are. You know, I was told at a very young age, you can do whatever you want to do and you can be whatever you want to be in this world as long as you are willing to pay the price or the consequence or whatever. Nothing is free. So, you know, that's why I said what I said. But moving on to the next issue, and when I talk about throwing under the bus, you know, there's this big buzz going on about Geo and T.S. Madison. And first of all, let me just say this. Shout out to T.S. Madison. Shout out to you, T.S. Madison. I give you such big ups on this particular subject because you have maintained your lady throughout this whole ordeal. I have not heard a peep out of you. And it seems like T.S. Madison and her character and who she is what's relevant in these YouTube streets right now. And, you know, a lot of people are saying that, you know, it hurt her brand, it hurt her. You know, she lost followers, she lost subscribers as a result of it. I don't see that. I don't see that she's lost subscribers. I don't see that she's lost her act right or her, just her zhuzh, her everything. I don't see that she's lost that. Yes, I must admit that, you know, watching her show since this has happened, you can tell that there is a little bit of, you know, tension, not in her camp, but you can tell that it's on her mind, you know. I mean, why wouldn't it be on her mind? Here you have this person that used to be your manager, and although he's not telling a whole, you know, everything, he has said some bad things about you. You know, he said some bad things about her. He's talked about how, you know, she's a very selfish person, she's very conniving, and she's egotistical, and she's just a narcissist. And you know, I listened to the whole video Conscious TV did on her. Shout out to Conscious TV. Conscious TV, we got to get together on some hair, child. I love your hair. But shout out to Conscious TV. Conscious TV, although the video was long, or the podcast that he did was long, he covered every base. He got all the answers that I think needed to be answered if someone was asking questions. I mean, he covered everything. A lot of stuff came out in that interview that Geo put out. Now, let me just say this about the whole thing. Let me just say this about T.S. Madison and Geo. Do I believe everything that he said about T.S. Madison? Pretty much, yeah, I believe everything that he said about T.S. Madison. But my thing is that if that's who she is, that's who she is. I don't care about all that. I don't care about her being a narcissist. I don't care about her being self-centered and egotistical and arrogant. I don't care about all that. I love her show. I love it. I love it. Anything that T.S. Madison puts her name on, I love it. I don't care about who she is. I don't care what she does in her personal life. That's not my business. It's not my business. Do I like to hear it? Do I think that it's something that should be out in social media? No. I really don't. I can't rock with that. That was very unprofessional. Very unprofessional for Gio to put that out there like that. If he and T.S. Madison were going through something or whatever, if he quit managing her, that conversation and whatever he knew about her should have stayed quiet. And T.S. Madison, the only advice that I have for you is get an NDA. You need an NDA from everybody that's working for you. You need to have an NDA for everybody that's working for you, because if you are the person that they say you are, you don't like people that are not loyal to you, and you don't like people talking about you and so on and so forth, you need to get an NDA on all those people. Armon Wiggins, he said some things about T.S. Madison, and I know that he has a beef with her. And like I said, do I believe everything that Armon Wiggins said? It's believable. Do I believe it? I can't say whether or not I believe it. I don't care. I really don't care. I don't. I'm sorry. I'm a fan of Armon Wiggins. I'm a big fan of Armon Wiggins. Is he arrogant? Is he egotistical? Is he self-centered? Is he, narcissistic? Yeah, I think he is, to a certain extent, but that doesn't make me not like him. There's been times when I've called into Armon Wiggins' show and he has really been shady. It's okay. That's what listen, in the gay community, that's who we are. We shady. We can be shady. All of us. If you are gay, or if you know somebody that's gay, let me tell you something. We can be the shadiest people in the whole wide world. And we're good at it. We're good. We're good shade artists, if you may. We're good at reading a bitch. Very good at it. You understand what I'm saying? So, and that goes for all of these content creators that are out here in these YouTube streets. All of us, especially the gay ones, we can be shady. We can be shady and we can read. We can be narcissistic. We can be egotistical. We can be self-centered sometimes. We can be in our feelings. We can throw shade. We can do listen. That's what this is all about. I think that's what this is all about. We report, what's going on, not only in these YouTube streets, but we report what's going on in Hot Topics, and all of us have a different way of doing it. It's just like being black and being white. We all come from different cultural backgrounds, but that's what makes us so unique. All of these content creators that I follow myself, I follow them for different reasons, but the one thing that all of them share in common to me is that they have their own lives. And whatever they do in their lives, in their personal lives, that doesn't matter to me. Just bring me what you bring me to the table when I turn on your channel. Just bring that to me, and keep bringing it to me. Like T.S. Madison is funny. I sit here and I'm in stitches with her and Miss Sophia. Why would I stop watching her? Why? And I'm not, as far as my opinion on how I feel about what Gio, I do. Gio is, to me, he was her manager. He was very, very unprofessional in putting that information out about her, point blank. He was very unprofessional with saying what he said about her. If that was his view of her, why now? You put up with it. That's my thing. If I had any opinion about it, you put up with it. For the past, 5 years or 7 years that you managed her, you put up with it, you dealt with it. Now it's wrong. Now that you're not working for her no more. It's wrong because you mad at her. Now it's wrong. But you dealt with that and you put up with that from her all these years. And see, that's the thing. That's the thing about friendship, guys. Friendship, you better be careful who you consider your friends. You better be careful who you consider your friends, because there's some friends out there that are genuinely your friends, that rock with you. But there's some friends out there that are waiting in the background for you to trip up one time so they can turn your ass out. They can turn you. That's the one thing I know being a gay man. That's the one gift that I'm glad that God gave me, is to know shade. I know shade. Now, I don't really have a lot of friends simply because a majority of my friends have passed on. But you have to understand, I'm 52 years old. I came out in the era where AIDS was running rampant. HIV was running rampant in our community. I'm from that era where there was only one drug for AIDS, for HIV, and that was AZT. I know the name of the drug. And so a lot of my friends have passed on. A lot of people that I considered friends have passed on. But you know, be careful who you consider your friends, who you call your friends. Be careful. Be mindful of the people that you consider your friends. Be mindful that word, people, we don't take it seriously. It's just like marriage. You better be sure. You better look deep before you leave, because everybody ain't your friend. There's some people out here that will befriend you just to bring you down, just to take you down. I'm telling you. You have friends out here, as soon as they get mad at you, they tell everything that they know about you. They tell how you clip your toenails and put them in a bowl and cook them in a meal. You understand what I'm saying? You got to be careful. You got to be careful of who you call your friends, because everybody ain't your friend. I don't call everybody my friend. I have associates. I have people that I associate with. I have people that I consider my friends, like my friend I'm about to talk about, King Jives. King Jives is me, him, and we're good friends. I love King Jives. We don't talk that much, but I love King Jives. I love him. I think he's a great content creator. I think he's great at what he does. I think that he covers the church world very, very good. You know, we have our differences when it comes to church, because I'm not church. We just have our differences. Trust me. I go to a non-denominational church. My pastor is a pastor that just so happens to be gay, but I go to a non-denominational church. So that's where him and I differ. But I love him as a content creator. I love him as a person. I think his, if I had to critique him, the only thing that really bothers me is when he gets upset. I don't like to see him upset. I don't like to see him out of control. Nor do I like to see any of these content creators that I watch. I don't like to see them out of control. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, if I had to say anything about King Jives, I would say that, you know, I really, it bothers me when he gets upset. It does. It bothers me when he gets upset. But all in all, he's a good content. Larry Reed and Jay Wilson, I really have not gotten into, you know, really following them. I'm told that Larry Reed is one of the, he's like the top man when it comes to covering the gospel world and in the church world. But I really don't, I don't watch Larry Reed. I just, you know, nothing against him, with all due respect, Larry Reed, if you should ever hear this. I just don't find his commentary very interesting or exciting. I just don't, you know. And Jay Wilson, although I used to watch him, I started watching him when, I watch him from time to time, but I started watching him back when King Jives went to visit him. I think it was in Texas, I'm not sure. That's when I really started to notice the ratchet side of YouTube when people were coming at King Jives. And, you know, I don't watch people like Fabe and Tracy. I watch Spillboy TV. That's another content creator that I love. I love Spillboy TV. I especially love his accent. I don't know if he's from Pittsburgh or from Philly, but I love Spillboy TV. He is so cool. He's so funny. He can be so funny. Don't get him mad, because he will let you have it. Now, that's somebody that will light your minutiae up. He will light you. He will light you. So, and he's very aware. The one thing I love about him is he's very aware and informative about what's going on in these YouTube streets. I love him, and I especially love when he you know, dresses up in drag and he puts on his makeup. Oh, if you've never seen somebody, Spillboy TV, he is beautiful. Beautiful when he puts his makeup on. Beautiful. Beautiful. And he will still let you have it. He will still let you have it. These are, and I'm talking about, yes, I'm talking about these people. And you know what? Let me say something about clout chasing. Let me say something about that. Let me say something about clout chasing. See, because like I said, I live in my truth, and I try to be the best content creator that I possibly can by being very honest and open and transparent with you guys. Let me say something about clout chasing. I really don't know what the meaning of it is, but if clout chasing means that you talk about people because you like them, then I'm a clout chaser. If clout chasing means that you talk about people just so they will watch your channel and, you know, recommend other people watch you, then guess what? I'm a clout chaser. But but it's, for me, it's not phony. I'm not phony. These people that I'm talking about, I genuinely like. I've talked about and talked to T.S. Madison as a fan. I've talked to King Jives. I talk to him when you know, I watch him. And so whenever he sees me, you know, watching him live, I always give him a shout out. I always say, hey, King, to let him know that I'm in the room and that I support him. I've talked to T.S. Madison. I've talked to Armon Wiggins. And I've had different experiences with all of them. I talked to all of them, and I've had different experiences with them, all of them. I can't say, I'm not going to say, I'm one of these content creators that I'm not going to sit here and bash nobody and say how bad they are. I'm not. I really don't care about their personal lives unless they decide to share that with me. And if they decide to share that with me, I'm loyal to that. That's nobody's business. One thing you could say about me, anybody can say about me. As far as being a friend, and like I said, I don't have, all my friends are dead. All of my friends are dead. I don't really have like close friends that I talk to on the phone with every day or go on outings with. And so I don't have no friends like that. I don't, because all of my friends have passed on. But if I was to have a friend in this day and age, I am that friend that would, if we out the club and somebody get ready to whoop your ass, then we both get our ass whooped, because we both gonna die trying to fight. You understand what I'm saying? If somebody got a gun and they get ready to shoot you, I'm trying to save you. I'm the one that's gonna jump, and I'm going to, when the bullet fire, I'm gonna be the one that's gonna push you out the way. That's the kind of friend that I am. That's how friendship is. That's what friendship is to me. If you can't be that type of friend, then what the fuck? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell are you friends for? That's how I am. I'm loyal. I don't care about your loyalty, but I do care about your loyalty. I expect for you as a friend to reciprocate the same thing back to me that I give to you. I'm a big believer in you get what you give. You get what you give. So in that sense, yes, call me a clout chaser, because that's what I am. I talk to a lot of people. I leave comments on a lot of these content creators. I leave a lot of comments on their pages. Or I leave a comment when I can't. Well, I just learned how to leave comments on YouTube. So I've been starting to leave comments on these content creators. I started leaving comments. I don't know if I leave comments not knowing whether or not they ever get them. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm a clout chaser, that's if that's what you call a clout chaser, then that's what I am. I love networking. I love talking. I love making friends. I do. I love making friends. But at the same time, I don't use that word lightly. I don't. Another content creator I wanted to give a shout out to is this young lady. Her name is Shante Maria. I came upon her. The funny way I came upon her was I was trolling YouTube, and I saw this fine ass man. I saw this fine, oh, he was fine, child. Just nice lips, and just, he was fine, beautiful eyes. And it was, and so I decided to click on the video and watch the video, and she was talking, and I found out from watching the video, this guy was a cult leader, black guy, cult leader, and he got all these women under him, and he's very controversial. They say he has sex in front of his kids and so on and so forth, and they walk around just a whole nine. And that's how I came upon her. Her name is Shante Maria, and I started watching her. She's a very good content creator. I love her spirit. She's just so sweet and kind, and that's how her and I, and we just recently connected. We were just recently connected because of a story that she did about an experience that she had where she was in the supermarket, and these men, this man and his children were calling her and her kids monkeys. You need to go over to her page and watch that video of her. Very, very interesting. She was to me, she was very heartfelt. She's real to me, you know. She's authentic, and I love authenticity. I do. I love people that are just not afraid to be their authentic self, not afraid to say what they want to say. But like I said, when you say what you want to say, you get what you give. So always remember that before you open up your mouth. You get what you give. You get what you give. So Shante Maria is a very, very good content creator. Now, the last person that I'm going to talk about is somebody that's, child, let me tell you something. This content creator used to get on my nerves. He did. He used to get on my nerves, but I like him. He was like one of those people that get on your nerves, but you like. You know what I'm saying? And that is Wiley. Wiley, the Wiley Show. Let me tell you something. Wiley, you can say whatever one you want to say about him. And I know there are some content creators out there that may not like me, or may, because I like him, or may say things because I like him. The one thing that I like about Wiley is he is fearless. Fearless. He don't care. Wiley don't care. If he have an opinion about something, he's gonna tell you. He's going to tell you the honest to goodness truth about how he feels about it, and he don't care. He don't care if somebody come at him. Wiley, and he's smart and he's intelligent when it comes to content creating. He knows the ins and outs. He knows what works and what doesn't work. He gave me some very good advice. He told me to, for instance, he told me to not give up. To find your niche. Find your niche in these YouTube streets. And when you find your niche, just be consistent with it. Consistency works. And consistency does work in these YouTube streets. You know, I love Wiley. For those of you that are interested in watching Wiley, the best time to watch him is in the morning. He does the Wiley Morning Show. I think that's the name of his show. I'm not sure. But he does the Wiley Morning Show. And he is very, very smart. I love his commentary. I love his commentary when he does commentary, because he gives you the raw, honest, goodness truth about how he feels, and he does not care about, you know, what the backlash may or may not be. He doesn't care. That's not what he's in this for. You know, he's not in this. You know, he's not meek. Like my husband and I, we're at a stage right now where we're like, you know, we're kind of like walking on eggshells in these YouTube streets. You know, our house just got built. You know, our porch is brand new. You know, we just sitting on our porch and swinging on the swing. You know, like, but You know, people like Spillboy TV and Conscious TV and Wiley and all those other people. See, they've been in this game for a long time, for quite some time. I think out of all the people that I talked about, King Jives and Spillboy and Wiley are really the ones that have been in this neighborhood, in this sector for a long time. And T.S. Madison, of course, have been in, well, T.S. Madison, I don't know. I started watching her about 2 years ago, so, you know, I don't know how new her house is here in the YouTube neighborhood, but I've watched her from the beginning, and I love her. I love her. Wiley, I like his commentary. I like the fact that, you know, even as a content creator, he's not selfish with giving out advice to new YouTubers like myself, new content creators like myself. He's not, he's very open when it comes to us. You know, he'll share, you know, based on his experiences, what he think that, you know, the things that he thinks that you should do to either get your channel popping or, you know, become relevant in the streets. You know, he's the one that basically tells you how to paint your house, you know, on the outside, and make sure that your shrubbery and your garden and your flowers look good, you know, out here in these YouTube streets. This done turned into a YouTube review. But yeah, I felt the need to do this. I really did. I felt the need to do this. But yeah, go and watch Wiley. Wiley comes on at 5 a.m. and 5 a.m. For those of you that are early risers like myself, Wiley is on at 5 a.m. in the morning, and he does come on sporadically throughout the day when he can. He does have a daytime job, and you know, I guess, you know, that when he's not, you know, at work, he's, you know, out here in these YouTube streets, whether he's raking his yard or, you know, he's planting some new flowers or something like that. That's where he's here in these YouTube streets. Like I said, my husband and I, we just moved here, you know. We just moved into these YouTube streets not too long ago. Although we've had our YouTube channel for quite some time, we just started posting videos. So we knew in the neighborhood. We knew in the neighborhood. So, you know, and when we started this thing, you know, some of the my earlier videos, I said to people, please bear with me. You know, I'm new to this. I'm new to this technical stuff. I'm very new to this technical stuff. So please bear with me, you know, as I, you know, set myself up. And I think a lot of YouTube content creators that I've mentioned started where I am now, you know, trying to find their niche and getting the technical side of everything together, getting the correct streaming software, because, you know, things change in this industry now. And, you know, being a content creator can be lucrative. To my understanding, if it becomes lucrative for me, hey, I'm cool with it. You know, talking about lucrative, B Loves Life, I heard she's worth $2.2 million just from being a content creator here on YouTube. I know I've heard several, you know, success stories about these YouTube streets, and, you know, people that have become millionaires from, you know, YouTube. Of course, the mukbang lady. Yes, and by the way, y'all tune in. We're gonna do a mukbang on these new sandwiches that Kentucky Fried Chicken came out with. I can't wait. Now, y'all, although I'm diabetic, okay, I am going to have this sandwich. Now, this sandwich is a chicken sandwich. It's made with a boneless chicken breast with 2 donuts as the bread, and they say you can get it one or two ways. You can get the chicken breast with your chicken breast sandwich with donuts, or you can get 3 chicken tenders with the donuts. And I'm gonna have it. I'm having me a donut sandwich. I'm thinking about getting the chicken tenders though, you know. And yes, I am diabetic, so yeah. But I'm gonna get this sandwich. Listen, if I am to die from eating this sandwich, trust me, ain't no other way to die than to be eaten as a diabetic, eating a donut sandwich. Trust me. Trust me when I tell you I'm going to have this sandwich, and we're gonna do that mukbang probably sometime this week. So stay tuned for that. But you know, if you want to know a little bit more about the McRae Kingz, you know, just watch out for the videos. Just watch some of our videos. We talk about how we met and how we got married. We talk about how, you know, we were together 18 years ago, and now and we went our separate ways because we weren't ready for a relationship. Well, I wasn't ready for a relationship. My husband, he left me and moved to Maryland. He wasn't my husband at the time, but y'all just go and watch the video on that. We have a video on that, interviews and stuff like that. And we do have interviews here on our YouTube channel you need to check out. We did an interview with Rod Digger last year from the Flip Bowl Squad. We did a video with Kwame. I know a lot of y'all millennials, y'all don't know who Rod Digger is and who Kwame is. You may know who Rod Digger is more than you would know who Kwame is. Kwame is a rapper, producer, mogul, you name it, everything. We did we did a host of interviews for Gay Pride in Newark last year. So that's where we met a lot of these celebrities. We did also an interview with Vivian Green. For those of you that don't know who Vivian Green is, you need to Google her or put her name in a search. She got a song called Emotional Roller Coaster. It's the bomb. It's the bomb. We interviewed her. So that's what we have always done. We've always been out and about interacting with the people, more so than being on social media. There's some things that we have brought to social media, and we share with you, you know, when we were out and about, and you can watch those videos too on our channel as well. Now also, those of you that follow us and have followed us that didn't know, I'm also a DJ. I'm a DJ. You know, this is one of my little toys. You know, this is called a Orbit, Newmark Orbit, and it's like a DJ controller. It actually controls my music. It does. It controls my music. So, you know, if I wanted to play something, you know, like this. Let me see. Now I can't play anything. I can't play anything. You know, that is. I can't play anyone's music. That's why I choose not to play. If I could, I would play music on here and do the whole nine for y'all. But for copyright reasons, I'm not allowed to play a lot of the artists that I mix and stuff like that. So, and if you ever want to hear any of my music, you can go to Mixcloud. Mixcloud is a platform where DJs like myself post different mixes and stuff like that, and we interact and network with each other over there on Mixcloud. If you want to listen to my any of my mixes, you can go to Mixcloud, and I'm under the name Oz, the Great and Powerful. That's my DJ name, DJ Oz, the Great and Powerful. You know, that's it, guys. I just wanted to give you a little bit of me and give you a little bit of, you know, what I like. And, you know, I wanted to give you a little commentary on how I felt and what I thought about, you know, being new to the neighborhood here on YouTube and these YouTube streets and stuff like that. I understand. And with all due respect, I want to be respected in this sector as a content creator. And I'm new to this. You know, there are going to be times when I make mistakes and I make errors. There may be times where I might report on something that somebody may not like. But understand this: if you come for me, I'm going to come for you. You know, and that's really basically it. That's not a threat. It's not a threat. And it's not, I'm not saying that for, you know, to make somebody come at me, because the last thing I want is I don't want that. I don't want that. I'm already having my battles with Andrew Caldwell himself, threatening me. He's already threatened to do bodily harm to me, and I did a video about that. I have the receipts for that. You know, And yeah, guys, the last thing I'm gonna talk about is Andrew Caldwell and him coming to YouTube. First of all, Andrew, welcome to YouTube. But you always talk about, and see, like, I like calling Andrew on his bullshit. I like calling you on your bullshit, Andrew. If you watch this video, I love calling you on your bullshit. He's put out this narrative that he's coming to YouTube and that YouTube pays more money than Instagram and it pays more money than Facebook. So already, guys, you know the reason why Andrew is coming here to YouTube is to generate money. Now, he has put out this narrative that he has all these fans and, you know, have come and follow him to YouTube and so on and so forth, and how he's going to go live on YouTube and so on, and ain't went live on YouTube yet. Andrew, we here in these YouTube streets. We ain't stupid. We ain't stupid. We know these YouTube streets. We know how things work. The fact of the matter is, Andrew, you don't have enough subscribers. Just like me, you don't have enough subscribers to go live mobile. Anybody that, any content creator that is in these YouTube streets knows, in order for you to go live in these YouTube streets using your mobile device, you have to have a certain amount of subscribers. I believe it's like 1,000 subscribers before you can go mobile and go live. And you know, as you know, guys, Andrew does a lot of his videos from his car. Okay? You can go live at home all you want to using your computer, but to use a mobile device, you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers. So Andrew, you're not fooling anybody. Y'all, what he's doing is he goes on Facebook and he makes a video and he'll say he's going live on YouTube. And then you'll get to YouTube and the same video that he just made is posted because he's uploaded it to YouTube. Andrew, we ain't stupid. I thought you were done with all that, you know. In his last video, he said how he was done lying. He was done not being himself. He was done being his authentic self, not being his authentic self. And see, that's the shit, that's the problem that I have with him. I hate people that are phony. I hate people that try to put on a facade or try to give people stuff just because they think that's what we want. Stop doing that. Stop being phony. Everybody know you don't have to, you know, and he puts on this facade like he got all this money. Oh, I'm going to Saks Fifth Avenue. These are Marc Jacob glasses I got on. Or who did he say? I forgot who he said. He had on glasses yesterday. I forgot who he said that they were made by. But, you know, he thinks that he impresses people by the things that he has. It don't matter whether you got it or not. Who cares? Really, I don't care. Why am I going to get mad? I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you because you got a fur coat. Think I'm mad at you because you got a fur coat? I got one too. I ain't mad at you because you can shop at Saks Fifth Avenue. I can shop. I've shopped at Saks Fifth Avenue. It's no big thing, but see, those are the things, that's the smoke screen that he likes to put up. He likes to put up this smoke screen as if he is this millionaire and he has all this money and so on and so forth. I don't care about all that unless you make me care about it. Unless you make me care about it. And he did not like the video that I put out. And the video that I put out, he left a comment under a fictitious name, AC Security, LLC, threatening to do bodily harm to me and my husband, talking about he gonna give me a 2-piece. Child, Miss Andrew, the only 2-piece you're gonna give me comes with a biscuit and some fries. And that's it, Miss Andrew Gurl. And if you want people to stop calling you sis, and you want people to start respecting you, start being honest. Start letting people see the real you. And we saw some of that yesterday morning. And I have to admit, I have to give him his props. I liked that. I liked seeing him the way he was yesterday morning when he was in his house acting silly and trying to do push-ups and just doing, I like that. I like that part of him. I like that part. But what I did not like is what everybody else talks about, and that's the fuck shit. The stupid shit. Like he tries to set people up for it. Like he was like, y'all don't share this video. Don't share this video. He didn't want us to share the video because he was going to upload it to YouTube. That's why he didn't want us to share the video. Instead of being honest and saying, guys, I don't have a lot of subscribers on YouTube. I need y'all support on YouTube. Come on over to YouTube and join me on YouTube. He think he too big Willie for that because he got a blue check mark on Instagram. He can't come down here to on these YouTube streets to these lowly content creators. He claims that we better move over. All of us better move over because he's coming to take over. And it's okay for him to have that attitude. Have that. You better have that attitude. That's the attitude you better have coming over here. It's the attitude you better have. You need to have. But don't come over here lying and carrying on. Because the one thing you will not do in these YouTube streets, because you are in the Section 8 Section 8 sector of YouTube. That's where you started. Everybody starts in the Section 8 sector of YouTube. And they will eat your ass alive. They will eat your ass alive in Section 8. So you can come over here with that fuck shit if you want to. But trust me, if you come over here with that, the gags of Gag Nation, I'm going to put it across the screen, the gags of Gag Nation are going to set in on your ass. Because some people in the Section 8 sector, here in the Section 8 sector, I think am I in the Section 8 sector? I might be. They will rip your ass. They will rip you a new one. So you can't come over here with that lie, talking about you hid how many subscribers you got. You hid how many subscribers you got because you ain't got that many. Be honest. You got to be, let me tell you something. If you ain't honest over here, the one thing that I know about being in this sector is if you ain't honest in this sector, people are going to find out who you really are. And when they do, they're going to say, I see you. And then you come over here. You come over here with the same. If you think that you coming over here with that same arrogance that you got in Instagram and on Facebook, you think you coming over here with that? Oh no, honey. No, you ain't gonna be able to always run to your lawyers because you can't sue somebody for having an opinion. You can't sue somebody for saying bad things about you. So you might as well take them lawyers and put them in your pocket. And I don't believe he got no lawyers, y'all. I don't believe all that stuff. There's a lot of stuff about Andrew I really don't believe. I don't believe. But I really don't care. I don't care. And that's the thing. I don't care. I don't care about all the fuck shit. Just want you to be your authentic self. That's what you got to be over here. You got to be authentic over here. If you're not authentic over here, you will get ripped a new one. Trust me when I tell you. With that being said, guys, I'm going to sign off. Please make sure that you are following us on all social media platforms. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, under the McRae Kingz name. That's Kingz with a Z, K-I-N-G. I'll put it at the bottom of the screen. You know, we're also here new to YouTube. And we love it here. We love it here. I just got to get my husband into the groove of things, you know. I got to get him into getting excited and hyped like I am about being here in these YouTube streets. But then at the same time, with my husband, it's a double-edged sword because my husband is nothing like me. And I love, that's one of the things that I love about him. He's totally different from me. Now, my husband, he don't take no shit. He don't take no shit. He ain't gonna take nothing from nobody. If you come for him, you're gonna gag. Gag Nation. Bam. Gag Nation. Bam. That's how he is. But I'm gonna sign off. Thank you guys for joining me. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. Hit the notification button so you'll be on the notification squad. I got that from Lovely T. Just remember, guys, walk in love, peace, and happiness. Always walk in love, peace, and happiness. And remember, you get what you give. And always remember, it's Team McRae. All damn day. Talk to you soon.